All right, Mr. Lee, thank you so much for coming
You're
in,
welcome.
watching
Great
my
job with that
lesson.
lesson.
Thank you.
So let's go over some questions.
Okay.
So number one is, what are the reasons you had for choosing the specific strategies for teaching the reading comprehension lesson that you just did?
Well, what I have learned through our coursework is that there are some valuable strategies to use when teaching reading comprehension, and I kind of incorporated those into my lesson today. One of the main things that I wanted to really focus on was the vocabulary words. I wanted them to know about straw, sticks, and bricks. Some of these kids have never seen those things before, so I really wanted them to understand what those words meant in the story and how the wolf could blow those things, certain things down so easily. So I brought in the realia. Yeah, I brought in that,
Really
which
fun.
which I loved. After the lesson was over, they got to go up and touch it and stuff. They just loved that. And I think a lot of them had not seen straw before, so they were able to make a connection as to, oh, that's why the wolf could blow the house down so easy, because it's flimsy, it's you
really
know, light, yeah. The bricks that they hadn't seen those, a lot of them hadn't seen them, or made the connection that that's the word brick. So that was one strategy I really wanted to focus on. My other one was the using the flow map. To create a visual for them of how the sequencing of the story was flowing and stuff. I like to do that. I also like to have them create their own flow maps in the story. So if I were to do this lesson again, I might choose to do that and do that. Yeah, so I really liked that. Also, with the reading comprehension, I had them reread, partner read. We quarterly read. I model read. Yeah, so it was a lot of repetitive, doing it over and over and over and over again, so that they could really understand those stories. So those were my strategies.
Got a lot in.
Thank you.
Okay, so the second question, how do you feel the effectiveness of your direct instruction was during the lesson?
Well, okay, so I really liked my direct instruction. I don't know if that's okay to say that, but I loved bringing in the realia for the kids when I was explaining the vocab words. I think that was so important. I think they really made a connection with what I brought in to show them, and the story and how it connects to the story. So I really felt like that part went really well. I would like to see maybe that I express to them more of what comprehension really means. I said to them only one time, I'd like to say it, I think I should say it more during the lesson, that we're reading to get information and to share ideas. And I think I should incorporate that more in my direct instruction as to why we're doing things.
Okay. Could you have maybe linked it to the flow map idea?
Totally, that's a great idea, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe focused in that type of comprehension, that skill of sequencing, and we're reading a story, and we want to know the order of what happened in the story.
I agree with you 1,000%. I think that's a wonderful way to tie in as to why we're doing what we're doing. Yeah, and putting it into the flow map. Totally, I love it. Love it. Thank you for that idea.
Sure. So strengths that you felt you had in your lesson, I mean, you named off quite a few. Any more?
Well, I think part of my teaching and one of my greatest strengths is motivating my students.
Right.
I feel like that when I'm teaching a lesson, I'm like on stage and I'm giving a whole show and wanting to motivate them to learn and seeing how fun it is and everything like that, where, you know, some teachers go up there and just talk in one voice, you know, go in one tone, and they lose their focus. So I think my greatest strength is that I just have that ability to kind of